momentum starting to give way to the first hints of winter as we are at a chilly MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They run with Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. He's tired.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
A gain of 13.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind. And this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's got some space here. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The 40-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, and throw right side complete to Parker. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Logan. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
The ball carriers.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 39, Allen. Being chased out left. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
First and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
6-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Play action. Garoppolo. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Justin Houston, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and
another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Titans 14, Jets 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A run for Nick Chubb. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Allen now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Intercepted. The Jets take over first.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
On the deep ball.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
4-yard line.
A final shot before half for Allen. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Second down and 10.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
They're down here in the third quarter trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And that's caught by Smith. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
The Titans first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
To number 49.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
45-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The toss here completed to Pittman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Parker's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, your arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The ball carrier.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Titans. Quez Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run once more with Taylor. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brought it down.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Allen going to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the ground, it's Chubb. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, How do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a dump off here complete, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Today's final score.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tennessee, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's another week, another loss, as they fall now at 0-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.